What's up, everybody? It's your boy Cxshmere. Welcome to my 2 Cent podcast, where I share my thoughts and I give my 2 cent. So today, you guys, we are going to talk about betrayal and how to deal with it and get over it. All right. So first of all, betrayal. Uh, one of the worst feelings you can imagine going through. Betrayal always comes from a loved one, a trusted person, a friend, a mentor, even a child sometimes, um, family, you name it, someone close. Okay, betrayal is never from a uh, open and honest enemy, right? We appreciate those, right? Because they can't betray us. We already know what they up to. But we do have people who we run into in our lives that we trust with secrets, we trust with learning from, and so on. And the list literally goes on, right? We trust people with a lot of things. And betrayal becomes a thing that, is real hurtful over time, right? And it can make you a bitter person. It can make you hateful, vengeful, whatever, which none of those are good or acceptable, um, because revenge is the Lord's, right? And you guys, I'm not a pastor, not a preacher, anything like that, but, I can't not reference God. Sorry, you can just skip the video if you don't feel like hearing about him and his solutions. That's all I got for y'all. Anyway, moving on. So, but betrayal is something that everybody, and I mean everybody, has probably gone through or will go through if they haven't already, right? Betrayal is something that we all must bear. Um, there is purpose in betrayal, and you can learn it from one of the most famous, the most famous person in the entire universe. Jesus was betrayed, and when you read, the books about from John and Matthew and Mark and Luke, you know, uh, the betrayal, I'm not gonna say it was welcome, but it was definitely purposed, and Jesus knew that it had to be done, you know, even down to the point where it came down for him to get, taken by the people when Judas, came. Uh, we remember how Peter was ready, he's ready to kill for his Lord. And, as we all feel, most of us do. But, he wasn't for that. He was like, don't you think I can get, my father to call angels at my disposal? I don't need you to cut nobody up. I got this. This is what I'm supposed to be. So anyway, the point is that yes, there is purpose in betrayal. Everybody's purpose is different. Everybody's not meant to get betrayed or get put on a cross or whatever. But the Bible says that we all must carry our own cross and our own load, etc. And when you get to understanding certain things, yes, we all are going to go through betrayal. We're all going to go through hurt. But I think people have to also understand and realize that um, we, the people, the humans, we are the original betrayers. Okay. Um, the first moment that we decided to sin or, unknowingly, that was a betrayal. And although it doesn't seem as deceitful as someone who claims they love you has done, um, God doesn't look at it like that. He looks at it from a whole nother perspective, a higher perspective, something that we wouldn't even understand. And we betray him daily. Betrayal is not easy to go through, and it's definitely not easy for him to deal with, but he's God and he deals with it, and he will have his justice at some point, as it's been written. So what I want us to understand is that betrayal is something that will happen, but we must recognize it. Once we've recognized it, we must exercise an act of forgiveness and move on. Let that person be and let you be, because God will take care of them. We already know what happened to Judas, and we know where he resides now, and we know where he will continue to reside. So knowing that should put you at peace, knowing that your betrayer won't get so far. But also forgive them, because a lot of people don't know what they're doing. A lot of people who betray people are tricked into doing it, from evil ideals that they learn from their environment. And although you do know wrong from right, a lot of us know wrong from right. That's why we know how to betray. But we have to learn to understand that a lot of people, uh, they come from different walks of life. We don't understand why people do the evil that they do. But don't hate them for it. We need to, and I mean we as in I myself, have to come to an understanding of learning to forgive people, for they really don't know what it is that they're doing. A lot of physical things that you do resonate in the spiritual world, and we don't see those effects. And a lot of times we're protected from them. God's mercy, His grace, and the kindness that He gives, which I don't think people understand. That's what time is. It's kindness. Because once it's up, it's up. So anyway, I need you guys to say and to understand that you must learn to forgive. I had to learn to forgive people who that I felt betrayed me. I also had to learn to forgive people who just don't have an understanding of good morals and integrity. But a lot of times, those type of people always end up hanging themselves in the long run. And I mean, the long run ain't too long for them. They might seem like they're getting away with something. They might seem like they're doing all right, but God knows that they set up their own trap, because once you betrayed someone, you betrayed yourself. So it's like, just understand that they're going to get theirs. I have all faith in God that He takes care of who takes care of me, whether it be good or bad. He takes care of who takes care of me. And I do know for a fact, I've seen it with my own eyes. I done seen it through text messages. I done pulled up on people, seeing them in terrible situations. Please know, God gonna take care of it. You ain't got nothing to worry about. If they betray you, let them. Forgive them. Move on. Because God, He don't play about His kin. And that's my 2 cents about that. I hope you guys have a blessed day.